Hello friends, my name is Jess, welcome to my channel and welcome to my first ever bullet journal video. I'm so excited to be doing this video today. I've been watching bullet journal videos for years, and while I'm not on the level of someone like Amanda Rachley, I find it very therapeutic. For the month of February, I decided to go with a cutesy cliche love letters theme, and I did sketch everything out in advance because I figured y'all would not want to sit through that. I'm sure since I'm a booktuber, you're probably expecting a reading journal, but I actually don't do any of that. I don't have any reading specific pages. This is more like a life journal, and I'll get into that a little bit more when I get to the later spreads. Right now I'm doing a quick flip through so you can see all of the before pages together. So we're going to start out with my cover page on the left, and then I have a mood tracker and my habit tracker on the right. For my supplies, my markers are Crayola Super Tips, and the color pens I'll be using are Staedtler Fineliners. I have absolutely no idea where this journal is from. It was a gift from my mom, which is why it has an espresso cup on the front, even though I hate coffee. Also, I just want to apologize for the camera setup I have going on. Right now, it's just impossible for me to film on my desk, so instead, I filmed on a nightstand that I have in my little office space, which means the workspace is really small. I'm hoping I'll be able to work around the issue by March and film the next plan with me on my desk. I do at some point notice that I've smudged the red marker pretty badly by the word habits. As much as I like using my ruler for straight lines, it ends up with marker on the sides, which ends up on my hands when I move the ruler, and well, you can see what happens. Here I finally notice and decide to try erasing the marker. Spoiler, it doesn't work. So like I wish I could do with the rest of life's trials, I move on. I do like having my journal look as pristine as possible, one because I'm a perfectionist, but more so because the more satisfying it is, the more I want to use it. That being said, I'm not too hard on myself for mistakes. I just try to do better because really this journal is just about having a creative space and pushing myself to practice art. Right now my designs are pretty basic, but they're already better than when I first started bullet journaling, and that's the whole point.
For my monthly mood tracker, I always pick out 5 colors and just use them to rate my mood 1 to 5. Usually I just have them in small circles underneath the header, but space is a little tight this month with all the hearts underneath, so I had a stroke of genius, and I just made little hearts in between the headers. It looks like a cute little design, but it's actually my color code, and I'm super proud of it. I will be leaving the hearts in pencil though, because I'm just going to erase them as I fill them in during the month. Right now I'm filling in the habits I want to track, such as reading, creating, drinking enough water, etc. The dates will be down the side, and I'll just put a dot for each one I do every day. And now we're on to my first weekly spread. This is the plainest design I have for the month, but I think my little postage stamps are cute, so... Each week of the month gets their own spread, and each day gets their own box. This is really a mix between bullet journal and diary for me. I don't do any to-do lists or productivity things in here. I basically just jot down everything I did during the day, and maybe a few words about how I feel, or a show I'm really into, things like that. The purpose of my journal is to look back on where I was. And you will notice that there's an empty space in the bottom right corner. I usually fill that space up with a journal entry, a quote, or a picture. This month, I think I'm going to fill them with love quotes because I have so many in mind already. If you have any favorite love quotes yourself, make sure to comment below and give me some more ideas.
You're going to see that each week has the same basic layout because I've just found that this breakdown of boxes maximizes the space best for me, but I am thinking of experimenting more in future months, so stay tuned for that. Filling in all these hearts was a pain in the ass, but when I tell you I got such a burst of serotonin seeing one get all colored in, if you don't do any coloring in your life, you should give it a try. I filled in one postage stamp and immediately regretted it. You will not see me fill in anymore. Alright, my last weekly spread looks the wackiest, I know, but hear me out. I wanted this page to be a love letter pulled from popular media because I didn't feel like writing my own. First thing I thought of was Lemony Snicket's I Will Love You letter to Beatrice. If you don't recognize the name, Lemony Snicket is the author/narrator of the series of unfortunate events, and Beatrice is the mysterious woman he's in love with. So I wrote the letter over every inch of this page, discovered I still knew how to write in cursive, and got a cramp in my hand. And then I went to town erasing it to make space for my daily entries. I did feel very sad doing this, but it was necessary for its purpose. It did end up with random words out of context, like in the middle of the page it just says manatee, but honestly, I think Lemony Snicket would have wanted this weird confusion, so I'm okay with this. Also, for the rest of the spreads, I'm not entirely sold on the quote idea for the empty spot, but I'm definitely doing a quote for this page. When I get to this week, I'll be doing the last line from the letter, which says, "That is how I will love you, even as the world goes on its wicked way." And then for confusion's sake, I left out the letter for the day of the week and just wrote numbers like it's a code. And that's my February bullet journal setup. Here's the final flip through. I hope y'all enjoyed and got some satisfaction or inspiration out of watching this. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't and comment below your favorite love quote. I will see you in the next one.